Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has been caught once again mansplaining to a woman. For the ladies who don't know what mansplaining is, I will explain to you. It's basically explaining things in a simpler term to women. See what I just did there? I mansplained the definition of mansplaining. Welcome back to another video, everybody. Some more Trudeau controversy, some more backlash, and a bit of an update as to the video that I posted a couple of days ago where he was, caught mansplaining to the Italy Prime Minister at the G7 summit. But now the Italy Prime Minister kind of claps back. It's a bit of a poetic story. But before we get into it, I want to encourage you, obviously, to like and subscribe if you're not already, as well as turn on the post notifications, which show up once you're subscribed, to add a layer of insurance so you can actually get notified of upcoming videos. And then one more thing. My merch store, which is linked down below, as well as the pinned comment, there is a Freedom collection. There is a Keep Calm collection, and there is a Alberta collection. You got hats, you got shirts, you got water bottles, you got stickers, everything that you could possibly need. The link for that is down in the description below, as well as the pinned comment. Some things might be out of stock because you guys have just been buying everything up. It's absolutely wild. So thank you for the support, and I look forward to seeing any videos or photos of people that have received their merch. Just tag me on Twitter, and I will gladly post that on my YouTube channel if that's what you want. So here's the original video of Trudeau mansplaining.
Canada is concerned about some of the positionings that Italy is taking in terms of the LGBT rights, but I look forward to talking with you about that because we're here at the G7 as an assembly of countries that are promoting the kinds of strong values and democratic principles that the world needs, and I always look forward to those conversations with you.
Let's just zoom in on the Italian PM's face as Trudeau decided to mansplain democracy to her. Yeah, not happy. And this final look really sums up what all of us think of the repugnant, incompetent Trudeau.
Oh, crikey, mate, ain't that the truth? So Trudeau, once again, that was from a couple of days ago. If you haven't seen that, now you've seen that. But here's where the update really kicks in. Italy Prime Minister Meloni rejects criticism from Trudeau over LGBTQ rights. Now, if you don't know, if you didn't watch that video, or if you exited the video before I got to the points where Italy isn't actually like LGBTQ friendly. I'm going to switch back to me for a second. Italy has one of the harshest laws, I guess, against that whole woke movement. They don't allow same-sex marriage. You could be gay, of course, but they don't really recognize transgenderism. They don't allow same-sex marriage. They're very traditional, very, very traditional. I mean, that even stems to their architecture, right? Everything's built by hand and stone. It's very nice. Nothing really looks exactly the same. And well, now you got Trudeau, you got the West coming over to Europe, and they're like, oh no, you have to have drag queens, because why wouldn't you have drag queens? And well, that doesn't go so well for places that just don't allow that stuff. So I'll pass the question off to you right now. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about, the West, or sorry, people in the East, countries in the East, like Italy, just standing firm and saying, no, we don't really like that. That's not part of our culture, and we're not going to allow it, because that's what the Italy Prime Minister essentially has done. All right. Trudeau expressed criticism of Italy's government on Friday. Italy's far-right Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni on Sunday rejected criticism from Prime Minister Justin Trudeau at the G7 summit about her government's stance on LGBTQ rights. A reporter asked Meloni about the criticism at a news conference early Sunday in Hiroshima, Japan, which is hosting the annual summit of leaders from 7 of the world's leading industrialized nations. On television Friday, Canadian Prime Minister Trudeau told Meloni right before they began private bilateral talks during the summit that Canada is concerned about some of the positions Italy is taking on in terms of LGBTQ rights. Hold on a second. Who the fuck in Canada is worried about Italy's LGBTQ rights? I'm not. I don't even think about Italy. Even when I eat pizza or pasta, Italy doesn't even pop in my head. Do you think about Italy's LGBTQ rights? Do you go traveling around the world if you can afford it because the carbon tax is now doubled based off of countries that have LGBTQ inclusive rights? No. Why the hell? No one in Canada is worried except for Fancy Sock Boy. Nobody. There isn't a single person in Canada that can be like, well, now that I think about it, Italy really should be more inclusive. It's just not a reality, but you know, nothing is in Justin Trudeau's bubble of thoughts. Maloney looked annoyed, twiddled her thumbs, and listened in silence while Trudeau switched to French to sum up his English remarks. Then camera operators left the room, and the two leaders commenced their closed-door talks, where she probably took her shoe off and slapped him. This is what is on the face of the Italy news. This is the clap back from Italy press going, nope, we don't accept that. Italian media was quick to condemn Trudeau's latest misstep on the world stage, with the Milan-based Libero newspaper splashing a picture of the Grit Prime Minister on its front page in blackface with the headline translated from Italian saying, "This buffoon wants to teach us lessons." I think we should all just take a moment to appreciate what has just transpired across the world. You have based media outlets that are not afraid to say, yeah, this guy, screw him. He did blackface. We don't give a shit what he has to say. Congratulations, Italy. You have more stones than all of the Canadian media. I mean, you got the Toronto Sun and the Calgary Sun that like to poke fun at that stuff, but essentially putting blackface on the front of your newspaper saying, no, we don't take lessons from a guy who does this. That takes balls. Good job, Italy. Then we've got this video here from Sky News breaking things down. Trudeau told Maloney his country is concerned over Italy's positioning in terms of LGBTQ rights in a bilateral meeting. Sky News Australian host Rita accused Trudeau of mansplaining democracy to Maloney and called him repugnant and incompetent. I mean, this is all over like Eastern Europe news, and it's absolutely fantastic. And I'm here to shine a light on it in Canada because essentially you're not really hearing about it. And mainstream media isn't going to show that. No way, Jose, man. No way. The only people that showed it was the Calgary Sun, but they showed a photo embedded deep down on their article. Chances are that that's going to be on the thumbnail of this video. So I'll pass the question off to you. How does it make you feel that you have other countries' news outlets that aren't afraid to criticize Justin Trudeau the way that he should be criticized here in Canada by our own media? And that's not just mainstream media. I'm not talking about CBC, Global, and all them. I'm talking about independent media as well. You have a lot of these media outlets that are afraid of putting that in their thumbnails, afraid of covering these controversial topics. I'm not going to name them, but I'm sure that you could see them based off of the thumbnails and the content they put out. We have to be harsh. We have to hold Trudeau accountable because he is a buffoon. And what he's trying to do around the world by trying to convert every country to this woke Canadianism, which we don't even agree with, the only way to stop it is by giving it as much mass publicity as possible so that not only people in Canada can criticize Trudeau, but people from around the world. Wherever he goes, he's a walking controversy. He mansplains, he assaults women, and he's a buffoon, a blackface buffoon on the front cover of Italian newspapers. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks so much for making it to the end of the video. If you want to support the channel financially, you can do so by checking out the merch shop linked right up there. Or if you want to do something for free, which is also absolutely acceptable and highly encouraged, you can subscribe right there. If you want to continue watching videos like this, you can do so by clicking or tapping right there to watch the next upcoming video. And if you want to watch a little bit of different content, but also Canadian stuff, you can do so by clicking right up there. That's my second channel, House of Canada, also known as the House of Commons Highlights. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.